What's up guys, it's Clown Fighter here. Guys, today I'm just going to be showing you a few telltale worrying signs for me, if I'm being honest, from Daniel Dubois, guys. I'm going to show you these clips, guys. I've seen a few clips. There may be more as well that I'm not going to be able to put into this video because I don't want to make it too long. I'm just going to focus on a few main clips I've seen. Now, Daniel Dubois, guys, as this fight with AJ has been approaching, for the most part, when he's had interactions with AJ, it's been cordial. He hasn't said too much. But guys, when Dubois has now been on his own and he's been asked how's he feeling, and guys, the way Daniel Dubois is carrying himself right now, there are some worrying signs of overconfidence and Daniel Dubois potentially drinking his own Kool-Aid. So I'm just going to go through these clips and show you the videos, and then you can make your take. So let's get straight into it. A video came out, guys, of Daniel Dubois' birthday from what I know. And there's a video out, guys, where Daniel Dubois is smashing a cake.
Be nice, it's your birthday.
Smashing a cake, guys, with AJ's face on there. So I'm going to show you this video, guys, of Daniel Dubois smashing this cake with AJ's face on there on his birthday. So let's watch the video.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Start the music. Bang! Bang! Oh, no way. Be nice, it's your birthday. Happy birthday.
So guys, here you go. Is Daniel Dubois getting a bit too carried away now, guys? He's actually getting pictures of AJ's face and he's punching him before the fight. Is he getting a little bit overconfident? I've seen videos now where Daniel Dubois is actually starting to say he is getting inside of AJ's head. He believes he's in AJ's head.
Let's not forget, guys, when Francis Ngannou was fighting AJ, Ngannou started putting videos out of him punching the, I think it was the power bag where you get a point on the top. And a video came out when Ngannou punched the bag and the power was 999. He was posting this like a week or so before the fight, drinking his own Kool-Aid, thinking he's all that, not thinking AJ's any threat to him. And you know what happened to Francis Ngannou. Now again, Francis Ngannou is nowhere near a Daniel Dubois. I rate Daniel Dubois in terms of a boxer miles ahead of a UFC MMA fighter. But that drinking Kool-Aid, getting overconfident, smashing people's faces on cakes, I know it's a joke, but I don't like this, guys. I don't like Daniel Dubois showing this. This type of stuff can get you knocked out, in my opinion. But yeah, let's carry on.
So I've done videos in favour of Dubois, but guys, I've got to be honest as well. Is Dubois getting carried away? He's making videos now, punching AJ in the face on his birthday. Is that disrespectful? I heard Daniel Dubois in this clip say, it's just business. Like let's play it again.
Birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Start the music. Bang! Bang! Oh, no way. Be nice, it's your birthday.
Don Charles says, be nice, it's your birthday. Daniel Dubois punches AJ's face and says, this is business. So again, is Dubois doing this on purpose to get in AJ's head more? Is Dubois actually doing mind games to AJ now, guys? Or again, has Dubois now crossed that borderline where Dubois is starting to become, he's actually starting to become disrespectful? And is Dubois getting carried away? So you let me know, guys, with that one. And I'm just going to show you one more clip, guys.
And you are a real world champion, yeah? You want to tell the world that?
Exactly, I'm the world champion. It's good feeling. It is what it is, and you know, I'm the world champion. I feel like a world champion. Yeah, it's good.
Just to start off, Daniel Dubois very happy, guys, about being a world champion, saying I feel like a world champion. Very good, happy smile on his face, and you might not see much of that, guys. It doesn't mean much, but you'll see why. The more and more you listen to Daniel Dubois in his interviews, it starts to sound a little bit worrying of a few of the things he's gonna say very soon.
I was discussing the fight with him, and he said, he was speaking from the heart. He said, honestly, like if you compare their attributes, whether it's their jab, their speed, the power, everything's very close. Do you believe in every little department, whether it's a jab, whether it's a chin, the heart, that you edge Anthony Joshua?
I just think I'm different. I'm not comparing ourselves. On the night we'll find out for sure, but I just feel like I've got more experience than him, I think. You know, people going about his experience. I think I've got more experience boxing from the age of about 7 and junior ABAs to schoolboys, and all of that experience is inside of me. So bringing out on the night is going to be what it's all about. in front of 90,000.
97,000.
97,000, yeah. It's going to be epic.
So this is another area, guys, that I want to look at, guys. So has Daniel Dubois gotten delusional, guys, now? Because look what he's saying here. He believes he's got more experience than AJ. So, guys, you've got to look into these little factors. Is Daniel Dubois now doing wishful thinking? He believes he's got more experience than AJ. Like, don't get me wrong, Dubois might have been boxing younger than AJ. I'm not saying that, but AJ's an Olympic gold medalist. He's had more fights than Daniel Dubois. He's been pro longer as well. He's about 6, 7, 8 years older than AJ. Now, Dubois has probably had more fights when he was younger, but overall in the pro game, AJ must have more experience than Dubois. Dubois, I think he's saying he's got more experience. Again, is Dubois now getting ahead of himself? Is he now getting a little bit deluded? Is he thinking he's the shit and he is the bollocks, guys? Because if he's thinking he's the shit, then, guys, that could be a bad sign. And if he's already thinking he's the man, then he may defeat himself before the fight's even started.
Daniel, talking about attributes, Anthony Joshua is one of the biggest stars in world boxing. He's debated all the time. His chin is always questioned. I guess it's come from Klitschko dropping him the Andy Ruiz fight in New York. What do you think about his chin?
I've got to test it and see for myself. And yeah, let's get down to business now. I'm tired of all these questions. I want to get in there and rumble.
That is something that you believe surely in your heart that you're going to exploit on the night.
Yeah, for sure. Just rain punches down on him, and yeah, it's just let it all work itself out.
So there you go, guys. Dubois now is I wouldn't say he never directly said AJ's got a weak chin, but he said he wants to test it in the fight, and he's also saying he's going to exploit it and he's going to try and rain down punches, which is fine, guys. Everyone's going to do that in the fight. So I wouldn't say this is a delusion. This is kind of normal. But Daniel Dubois, with the rest of the stuff you're going to see, you can see here Daniel Dubois has got a lot of overconfidence or wishful thinking, or, as I said, drinking his own Kool-Aid.
Daniel, of course, in those early rounds against Hrgovic, you did take a lot of right hands, and to your credit, you took them and came straight back. You didn't seem phased one bit, but is that something against Anthony Joshua early on you have to be wary of?
No.
No?
A lot of people are saying the same thing, and I've made the adjustments, and I'm just gonna use my instincts and go for that, and be in the fight, make the fight happen, and win it.
No fear at all?
No, none at all.
So again, guys, now look. This is where you got to look at that proper. You got to analyze shit properly, guys, and you got to look at this thoroughly. There's two ways of the way Daniel Dubois just said what he said. There's two ways to look at it. One way, guys, he's delusional. He just got told, those right hands, like, you took quite a lot. So are you, like, aware that when AJ does it, like, you must be, like, aware. Like, you don't really want to be getting hit by that. Like, with AJ, I know Hrgovic you did, but not with AJ. Daniel Dubois just goes, Nah. It's all right. I'll improvise and I'll react to it on the fight, and we'll make it a fight. Okay, I can see where he's coming from, but guys, if you're looking at it from an analytical point of view, this is that delusion, guys. Again, if AJ hits you with the right hand, the same way fucking Hrgovic hits you with the right hand, it's gonna be a whole different effect. Daniel Dubois will get shaken to the core. So if he's now getting deluded to the point where he believes he can just take right hands off AJ now, this is where that delusion kicks in. I know you're smashing birthday cakes with AJ's face on there. Look, it's all fun and games. It's all good. But guys, understand, man, you're fighting this guy in about 2-3 weeks. You don't want to start thinking you're the shit right now, guys. It's a risky tactic. I would rather think I'm not the shit. Be a bit conservative. But Daniel Dubois is starting to show signs. He's it might be thinking he's a little bit too ahead of himself. He thinks he's in AJ's head as well. So again, like, you've got to taper it down. But the other side is, guys, I can see what Daniel Dubois is saying. He's like, people are telling me that, that right hand, if AJ lands, I'm gonna get fucked. And he's not saying in the way that he's not trained for it, but he's saying it in a way that I'm gonna fight AJ. If he hits me with the right hand, don't expect me to fucking be running away from AJ. I'm gonna fucking throw right hands back. I'm gonna rain punches at him. I'll take his shot and I'm gonna throw mine. So that's a good side. But guys, it's a bit like weighing it out, man. Is Dubois getting a bit carried away, or does he still know what he's saying, or some of the stuff he's saying is a bit if taken in the wrong way, it can sound deluded.
Any heavyweight that I talk to who have sparred you, shared a ring with you, say your power is frightening. It's a different type of power. Would you say that you're the biggest puncher in the heavyweight division?
Yeah. I must be.
You were trying to be humble about it.
I must be. You know, I think about everything what I've done. When you're doing it, and it's hard to even pull back and see for yourself what you've done and who you are. But I've definitely made an impact, and all I can do is say credit to my dad from training me up from a young age. So, you know, my power's a bit different from everyone else.
So there you go, guys. Dubois again. Is Dubois getting carried away? Is he drinking his own Kool-Aid? He got asked, do you think you're the hardest puncher in the division? And he's like, yeah, I must be. Yeah, I must be. That could be drinking your own Kool-Aid, guys. Again, Dubois' character is a little bit funny, man, because there's areas where he just looks stupid, like the IQ's low, and then there's areas where he's trying to be humble. He's a difficult character to work out, guys. And is there fact behind what he's saying? Is he saying it? But then when you look at the fact behind it, a lot of sparring people have said Dubois hits hard. People have actually said Dubois hits harder than AJ. So is it wrong for him to just be saying, yeah, I must be? Because he knows his power. So this is why I'm saying there's two sides to look at this. You can look at it as, yo, Dubois gone delusional now. He thinks he's the shit. He thinks he's the bollocks. But really, guys, he's getting full of himself. But the other side is, if you look at it from reality, is Dubois actually one of the hardest hitters in the heavyweight division? There's a lot of proof to say he is. So as long as Daniel Dubois is aware he's not getting carried away, it might be fine. But I probably would prefer the humbler approach, the Usyk approach. Maybe AJ can be humble at times. Don't big yourself up too much. But at the same time, as long as Daniel Dubois recognises it, I don't see a problem. But you got to be careful.
I'm just ready to roll, ready to rock and roll now. It's nearly there, nearly time. Let's go.
Knockout and devastation.
Devastation, by any means necessary. That's been my phrase though. So, you know, when all the talking's said and done, I want to make sure I have my belt.
Do you feel like a legitimate world champion?
Yeah, I won that in that fight. That was a world title fight and I won it. So, yeah, I'm a legitimate world champion and, you know, put some respect on my name. Put some respect on my name, bro.
I'm putting the respect
Put some respect on my name.
I put out a tweet the other day. It's all respect for me. I put out a tweet.
Put some respect on my name, bitch.
Right. So
I'm sorry.
I've put Dubois on my case now as well.
Okay, guys, we just saw Dubois say, put some respect on my name, bitch. And I've never seen Dubois say that. So, look, do we need to put respect on Dubois' name? Look, he's beaten two good, last fight, Hrgović, decent. Jeremy Miller, decent. But is he getting too carried away now, guys? This is the question. Is Dubois letting loose a little bit too much? You haven't beaten AJ yet. When you beat AJ, we'll put respect on your name. But don't get too full of yourself before the fight, because AJ is not a joke. AJ is going to be coming in the Terminator locked mode. Now, I don't know, guys. I might be reading too much into this, but I don't like what I'm seeing here about Dubois. He's a little bit too happy at times. A little bit drinking his own Kool-Aid, guys. Like, he's not the bollocks yet. You've just won the world title. Well, he was stripped from Usyk. You fought Hrgović, which I'm not saying Hrgović is a good opponent. I believe Hrgović was better than Francis Ngannou in terms of an opponent. But don't get too happy. In my opinion, it's a little bit dangerous.
Right. I put out a tweet the other day, Daniel, saying over the space of 13 months, this guy, Daniel Dubois, has fought Usyk, he's fought Miller, he's fought Hrgović, and he's about to fight Anthony Joshua. Nobody else is doing that. You're very active at a high level for your age, 25, 26, 27.
Yeah.
It's quite something.
I think it's the best thing, really, for me, to be active and, you know, it's better now than later when I'm old and I can't train properly and I don't have the energy. I need to do it now. This is the perfect time. This is why I need to beat AJ and beat this next three good opponents. I feel like I need to beat them all.
How much is he on your mind now? Is this everything? You're going to bed at night, you're thinking about AJ?
No, I'm not overthinking nothing. It's a fight at the end of the day. This is our profession, and just got to get everything right, get the tools sharp and just flow. Don't think too much, just flow with it.
Dubois just basically says he's not overthinking it too much, but he doesn't need to as well. again, I can see what he's saying, but if you're fighting AJ, guys, I would be thinking about that shit every night personally. So don't get too complacent.
Do you think you can break the heart of Anthony Joshua?
Oh, I'm going to go in there to win by any means necessary.
I've heard you talk about a stoppage. That's the preferred method of victory for Daniel Dubois, is that right?
Sure, for every fighter, every time I'm good, I'm doing all this work in there. It has to be every fighter a knockout, and you know, by any means necessary. At the end of the day, by any means necessary. You don't go in there looking for a knockout. You let it come. You have to flow. So yeah, I'm feeling confident, feeling good.
What is it about you that's a problem for him?
Just my style, just my experience, just who I am, and just what I bring to the table is different. Just different animal.
With Hergovich.
So Dubois basically says he believes that he's different for AJ. His experience, his style, and he's just different. Now again, in terms of that experience comment, it's hard to for me to give my view on that, because I do think Dubois probably started boxing when he was younger as a kid. But in terms of professional experience, guys, I don't think he's got better experience than AJ. If you have to look at both resumes, I still would put AJ's resume in total, not his recent performances. I'm talking about his total resume. I think that AJ's got a better resume than Dubois. So, is he getting carried away now, guys? Is he believing his own hype? Is Dubois losing his mind here? So yeah, guys, that's just going to be my video, guys. Is Daniel Dubois getting a bit too full of himself? Is he drinking his own Kool-Aid? And is this getting to his head now? Because there's a lot of things he's doing here that they're not, in my opinion, a little bit like, is he overlooking AJ? And that's the worst thing you can do, guys. Don't forget, guys, Francis Ngannou versus AJ. I think Ngannou must have just, I don't know, people, like Ngannou's an MMA fighter, but a lot of fighters, when they do fight AJ, for whatever reason, they go into this confidence mode, and I don't like it, guys. I don't like it. I'd rather have a guy that's scared of AJ. Like, I'm scared. I'd rather see Dubois get him scared. I don't like Dubois being too confident, smashing cakes of AJ, saying I've got more experience than AJ, and then saying I ain't got to worry about AJ's right hand. That's not good, guys. That could be Daniel Dubois' downfall. As I said, guys, I do a lot of breakdowns. I've made a previous breakdown where I talked about the sparring, and a lot of people who watch my videos, guys, they get a little bit too emotional. I will always give counter arguments to what I say. So anyone who watches my videos and feels I'm biased, yes, sometimes I can be biased. I like to give a different angle, but I always look at the other side as well. I made a previous video about Daniel Dubois that was in favor of Daniel Dubois. People say I was biased of Daniel Dubois. Now I'm making a video of Daniel Dubois exposing his overconfidence. I do try to keep balance, guys, as much as I can. When I get closer to the fight, I like to give my prediction and everything. But I'm going to keep looking at these areas, guys. I got a lot more videos coming. So make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and stay tuned for the next one.